Hi and welcome. If you're new to my channel, my name is Cassie. I'm a perinatal yoga teacher and exercise specialist. And today's class is going to be a yoga sculpt class focused on strengthening our core and our glutes. So during pregnancy and even into the postpartum period, our ligaments have more laxity, our joints are less stable, and so strengthening our core and glutes plays a really important role in supporting our spine and our pelvis, helping to minimize things like back pain and pelvic pain and just keep us feeling good overall. If you enjoyed today's practice, please consider subscribing to my channel. I release a new pre or postnatal yoga class every single Monday. And for class today, we are going to be using some light dumbbells. I'll be using some 3-pound dumbbells that I have. You can also definitely do this with just your own body weight. And when you're ready to get started, grab your weights or whatever you have and come to join me on your yoga mat. Let's start in child's pose. Toes together, knees open up wide. Weights can come to the front and sides of your mat, and then reach your arms forward, melt the chest, drop the head. Start to settle into your body as you take deeper breaths. Breathe in, expand all the way around the belly, the sides, the back, into the pelvic bowl. And long exhale, get all of that air out. A few more breaths like this, creating that connection with your body. If you're pregnant, connection with your baby. And then using these slower breaths to calm your mind, to open up your body. Take one more big full breath in, expand the belly, the sides, the back, down into the pelvis. Exhale, hips, chest and head, anchor heavy. And rise up onto your hands and your knees. Begin with some cat and cow. Spread the fingers wide, pressing into the fingertips. And then begin by tilting the hips up, open up through the chest as you inhale. Round the pelvis under, arching through the back, releasing the head with an exhale. Keep that going. Inhale, lift the tailbone up, spread the sitting bones wide, draw the heart forward. Exhale, rounding through the spine, evenly curving the back, so really focusing on the lower, middle, back, and pelvis rounding. One more like this. Inhale, tilt the tailbone up, spread the sitting bones, open the heart. Reverse that as you round, begin to pull up through the low belly, activating those lower abs, middle abs, upper abs. And then come through center. Take your weight underneath your hands. Again, you can do this without any weights. And let's take an alternating bird dog. You'll inhale right here through center, expanding into the ribs. Exhale, think of hugging and lifting your baby or your belly in as your right arm goes forward, left leg goes back. Activate the back leg, reach long through the front arm. And then return through center, breath in. Exhale, left arm forward, right leg back. Back through center. 2 more each way. Every time you exhale, your core is resisting your limbs moving away from center. Trying to keep that flat back. You can take those exhales out of your mouth. I find that helps you to better activate your core. Good. Right side again, reaching long. Come through center. Notice how your back wants to arch when your arm and leg goes away. Try to resist that. Other side, reach. Back through center. Take your left weight off to the side and place the weight in your right hand behind your right knee. Squeeze that weight so that you're starting to activate your hamstring as well. And then you can come onto your forearms here. Lift your right foot up to the ceiling like you're stamping the ceiling. Squeeze that weight so you don't lose it. And then start to pulse that leg up. Little pulses up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, squeeze that right glute here, 3, 2, 1. Now circle it, bring your knee down. Open it out to the side, around and up. Good, keep that going. The slower you go, the more that your center has to work to keep your hips level. So that left hip wants to go off to the side and you're resisting that action from happening. Full circles. Really try and get that knee out to the side. That's the hard part to activate the core. Well, it's all a little bit challenging, but in my opinion, that is the harder part all the way around. And then let's reverse that action. Deep breaths. Spread your shoulder blades apart. Take the tension out of the neck. Focus on that glute. Focus on that core, steadying the hips. And take it one more time around this way. And then as your knee comes to the ground, take the weight into your right hand. Come back up to the hands and extend that right leg behind you. Pivot on your bottom shin. I'll do the other side just so that you don't get my backside. And come into gate pose. Back toes are facing the same direction as your hips. And then reach your weight overhead slightly in front of your shoulder. Press the pelvis forward, lifting up through that pubic bone. And then start to bend the elbow as you graze that weight down across the chest towards the floor. Reverse that action. Bend the right elbow, graze that weight in towards the body and reach it all the way up. Just a few more like this. Your core is helping you with this rotation. It's also an opportunity to catch your breath before things intensify. Reaching up. One more time, graze that weight down. And then the next time the weight goes up to the ceiling, hold it there. Make sure that it's slightly in front of your shoulders, micro bend in the elbow. Keep pressing the hips forward, lift your right leg up. Lead up with the heel, activating that side glute, and then start to pulse that leg up and up. You've got it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, strong in the bottom arm, 3, 2, keep that leg high. Now bend your elbow and knee together. Hips go slightly back, contract with the abs, re-extend long. Exhale, really think of your abs pulling the elbow and knee together. It's easy to just go through these actions fast without making that connection. So really think, how does the core bring the elbow and knee together? And one more time, draw it in. Press the hips forward, extend the arm and leg. Then lower the leg down. Come back through center, keeping that right leg extended. From here, take both of your weights and step your right foot outside of your right hand. I'll switch legs again just so that I'm facing you. Take your weights into your chest, coming into a 90-90 position. Lift up through your pubic bone, drop down through the tailbone. Tuck the toes under, and then lift into this little hover position. Lean your chest slightly forward, bringing length into this right glute. So you think of sending that right hip back, and then press strong into your front heel as you step back foot to meet front foot. Coming just onto that left big toe, and then step it right back. Let's do that again, going in and back. And as you do this, I want you to focus on pushing strong in that front leg, not pressing off of your back foot. So it's easy to kind of push off of the back foot, but I want that right glute doing the work. Oh, there my mat goes. Step it in, and then press it back. Maybe you just barely tap that foot back. In and back. Let's do one more. In, back, in, back. Now straighten both legs. Squeeze your inner thighs, open up, warrior 2. Bend into your front leg. That left leg will have plenty of opportunity when we go to the other side. Strength of your front hip pushes your right knee open. And then let's take the weights down. Palms facing forward. Reach the arms up. Open them out to the sides, around and in. Good. Try to stay low in that front knee. Just reaching the arms into big circles. Your core is working by helping to stabilize you as your arms go away from center. So the further that your arms or legs are away from your center, the more that it has to work. Good, one more. And then let's reverse that. Bring the arms out, up, oop, there it goes, down and in. Staying focused in the midst of distractions. Good, two more. Can you feel how the shoulder blades are moving on your back? Little to no tension in your neck. Whew, one more. Bring your arms open. All right, take the weights together. Start to curl your side, right elbow towards your right thigh, and then lift it up. I know that front thigh is speaking to you. It's glutes and abs, but that right quad is also getting it to you here. Come forward, up, hold it up. From here, straighten the front leg. Reverse the warrior, left hand to hip, right arm punches the ceiling, and then bring your hands down to all fours. Modified push-up position. If you feel good still in full push-up, go for it. Excuse me. You're going to inhale as you bend the elbows. Exhale, press back up. Let's go for about 5 of these. Inhale, lower, strong exhale, pulling up, lifting up from the low belly. Good, you can even add in a pelvic floor contraction that connects with your low abs as you exhale. Last one. Sit it back, child's pose. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. And rise up to all fours. Now the weight comes into your left hand. Right hand goes to the ground. Take the weight behind your left knee. Option to come onto your forearms. Lift your heel up towards the ceiling. Notice how that left hip wants to open it up. I want you to keep your left hip in line with your right. Hug, lift from your low belly like you have a giant zipper from your pubic bone to your ribs. Start to stamp the ceiling with your heel. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, and now find those circles. Knee goes down, out towards the side without letting your right hip go off to the right, around and up. Getting that full rotation of the thigh bone in the hip socket. Stabilizing all around those hips. So important for your pelvic floor. For your hips feeling good, your back feeling good. Really for everything. Let's reverse that direction. Take it up, open it out to the side. How smooth can you make these circles? I find that especially from the back to the side, it's where things get a little bit wonky for me. Good, one more all the way around. And then come back up to your hands. Take the weight in your left hand. I am going to face away from you now so that I don't come out of here feeling lopsided. Bring your left leg back and then rotate on your bottom shin, coming into gate pose. Weight goes up to the ceiling slightly in front of your shoulder. Press the hips forward and then glide that weight down across your chest towards the mat. Lead with the elbow, bend the elbow, glide that weight up towards the ceiling, making sure it's slightly in front of your chest the whole time. Good. Let's take 2 more like that. Coordinate the breath. You can inhale as it goes up, exhale as it goes down. When the weight goes up, hold it there. Check out your hips if they started to go back. Press them forward. And then lift your left leg up. Lead with the heel, not the toes. Start to pulse that heel up towards the ceiling. Lift it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Your bottom glute is working too. 2, hold it up. Curl elbow and knee together. Re-extend long. Inhale, they curl together. Exhale, press your hips forward, straighten the leg. Good. Inhale, curl. Reach away. Make those abs do the work of bringing your elbow and leg together. Extend, one more. Stay with it, you got it. Lower your leg down, come back through center, step your left foot outside of your left hand. Weights come to your chest. Lift up, so you're not splayed forward. Your hips are over your knee, rotating that pelvis under, and then tuck the toes, hover the back knee. This leg for me gets it twice. You're going to lean ever so slightly forward, bringing length through that left glute. And then how much can you use just the front leg to step that back foot in? And then step it back. Go in and then tap it back. Good. Keep it going. About 5 more. How light can you get on that leg that's moving? Good. Find the breath. Keep pulling your left thigh back. And then next time the leg steps back, straighten the legs. Warrior 2, open up. I guess I can go this way. Good. From here, turn the palms up, bring them down. Check out that front knee. If it's caving in, press it open using the strength of those outer hips. And then let's do the arms. Arms come forward, open out to the side. So as you rotate, the palms stay facing forward or up the entire time. Take the tension out of the neck. As the arms lift overhead, you are lifting from the muscles underneath your armpits. Good. Go ahead, reverse that. Try and stay low in the front knee, strong and straight through the back leg. Good. Deep breaths. Remember the core is working as we're taking the arms away from center. Good. And then let the arms come out to the sides. Good. Think of lifting from underneath the armpits. Bring the weights in and contract elbow to thigh and come up. Exhale, crunching. Think side waist is leaning you over. Good. 2 more. Reach back out, straighten the front leg, punch the ceiling, and then windmill yourself down to all 4s. Good. Let's take the weights off to the side. You can stay on your hands or go to your forearms if your wrists want to break. We're going to take a bear hover. Let's start with cat-cow. Lift the hips up, open the chest. Exhale, round the spine. Your goal is to stay in this curved position as you tuck the toes. Float the knees 2 inches off of the mat. Drop the knees. Again, lift the hips, open the heart. Exhale, rotate the pelvis under. Pelvic floor contraction, lift through the low belly, hover the knees. One more time, lift the hips. Exhale out of the mouth as you round the spine, float the knees, hold it here. Little bonus, take the knees side to side. Good, just moving the lower half here. Deep breath, side to side, getting that core rotation. 2 more. And lower your knees. All right, from here, we're going to bring your legs out in front of you, coming into reverse tabletop pose. Take the hands behind you. You can angle your fingers either out to the side or towards your glutes, but I kind of like the fingers out to the side to help rotate and open the chest. Start to lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Again, finding that rotation of pubic bone towards belly button, tailbone towards the front of your mat. And then lower back down. Hips tap the mat as you inhale. Exhale, start that rounding, that lifting up from pubic bone, low belly, up through the ribs, and lower down. One more time. Exhale, hips lead, squeeze the glutes at the top, finding that rotation, and then lower down. From here, we're gonna come onto our backs. If you're not comfortable on your back, you can also do this. You could do hip thrusts on a birth ball or even on a couch. Otherwise, if you're okay on your back for a few moments, roll to your side, then to your back. Bend your knees, heels underneath the knees.
Let's take hands to our hips and then lift your hips up. Hands are there to help you find a level pelvis, meaning one hip isn't dropping kind of like a boat down. Rotate those hips under. Hands can also go to your glutes to help you feel their contraction. And then from here, let's go ahead, lower halfway down. Exhale, lift them up and squeeze. Down and up, picking up the pace for 10, 9, 8, 7, focus on leading with the hips, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, keep your hips lifted at the top. Now here, let's have some fun. Come onto your left big toe. The slower you go, the more you'll notice how your hips want to shift. So take it slow, come onto your left big toe. That right glute should be doing a ton of work. If that feels okay, you can lift that leg up. If not, let's do this still with 2 feet. You're gonna tap the glutes on the mat. Exhale, lift straight back up. Good. Inhale down, exhale, lift it up. And you know what? Let's take right hand to left thigh. So if the leg is lifted, push hand and thigh together. Exhale, lifting up. That'll help you get a little bit more core. I was gonna say core and glute together. Let's go, 3 more. You've got this. 2 more, embrace that burn. 1 more, lift up. Keep your hips lifted, lower your leg, and lower to your mat. Good, deep breath in. Long breath out. Push into the heels right underneath the knees. Lift those glutes back up. Other side, again, you can totally do this still with 2 feet. You'll get more benefit if you're doing it with proper form than just going for one leg for the heck of it. Come on to your right big toe, slow. I know it's annoying, I know it hurts, hopefully in a good way. And then maybe lift that right leg up. Tap the glutes on the mat, take left hand to right thigh, pressing them in towards one another, and then lift up. Good. Down, it might be hard if you're navigating a big belly. Exhale, lift up. If that's the case, then don't do it. And you can be doing this with your hips down and up like hip thrusts. Good, let's go. 4 more. Pick up the pace. 3. You got it. 2. Keep your hips lifted on the last one. Bring your right foot down. Re-level out the pelvis. And then lower your legs to the mat. Good, roll onto your right side. Good. Come all the way up and let's stretch it out. From here, let's cross right ankle over your left thigh, figure 4 stretch. Rock the leg side to side. Stay here, or you're welcome to come into double pigeon, or sometimes called square pose, by stacking your shins one on top of the other. Also called fire log pose. It has a lot of names. Good. So you're here, or you're here. Take a moment to close your eyes. Slow down the heartbeat if it elevated. And then it might feel nice here to take some side stretches. Let's reach the left arm up and over. And then right arm up and over. Good. 1 more each way. And uncross the legs, bring the feet to the mat, knees to the ceiling, windshield wiper the legs. Just let those hips go side to side. Good. It's really nice wind here. Hopefully I'm editing it out so you don't hear the sounds. And then let's switch sides. Left ankle crosses over your right knee. This stretches also can be really helpful if you ever have that deep butt pain, or if you have a pain in your butt that kind of radiates down the back of the leg. That could be the sciatic nerve. It could be this little muscle called the piriformis, or even the obturator internus. We got a lot of things going on back there. And as the hips start shifting, as certain muscles want to work harder for other muscles, things can feel really tight.
go ahead if you want to come into full pigeon, go for it. So to kind of simplify things, another reason why having strong glutes is so important is because those muscles, those strong big glute muscles, they want to do the work of helping us to walk, move around, but when they're not strong enough, then these other littler muscles like the piriformis, like the obturator internus, kind of have to pick up the slack, and they're not so efficient at that job, which is what can then lead to other pain. I'll stop talking so that you can just stay here for a moment and feel it. And let's start taking some side stretches. And then go ahead, release your legs, windshield wiper. A couple more times, side to side. And then find a seat. Let's end by sweeping the arms up to the ceiling. Big inhale. And exhale, carve your space, open the arms back out. 2 more like that. Inhale. Invite in what you need today. Whatever quality you need. Exhale, let go of any worry, any tension, anything that you don't want to carry off your mat with you. 1 more time, reach up. This time hold it here and bring your hands to your heart center. Thank yourself for taking this time for your body, for your baby, and from my heart to yours. Namaste and thank you. Thank you so much for joining me for this glutes and core focused yoga sculpt class. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing to my channel. I release a new video here every Monday, and comment below what your favorite exercise was.